woke up with amnesia after a car accident. Oddly, I remembered everyone in my life, except for one person, my husband, Rowan. Beside my hospital bed, my best friend Samantha shoved her phone screen in front of my face in utter disbelief. On the screen was an intimate bed photo posted by our maid, Rosalie. After seeing this, you're still pretending to have amnesia? Samantha's voice shook. Before I could say a word, the hospital room door burst open. Rowan strode in, his face cold, closely followed by Rosalie, whose eyes were red and puffy, looking completely wronged. Alicia, what kind of tantrum are you throwing now? Why haven't you come home for days? His tone was dripping with impatience. I stared at him quietly, my gaze cold and distant. So, you're the man sleeping with my maid? Rowan's face flushed with a brief flash of embarrassment, but he quickly raised his voice to mask his guilt. It's not what you think. I had too much to drink that night, and Rosalie was just taking care of me. Besides, haven't you always wanted a baby? Since you can't conceive, once she has the baby, I'll send her away. The child will only know you as their mother. Listening to this sheer absurdity, I turned to Samantha, completely baffled. Who exactly is this guy? The room fell into a dead silence. Rowan, convinced I was putting on an act, looked dangerously dark. Samantha stomped her foot in sheer frustration. He's your husband! The man you begged your parents on your knees for 3 days to marry. You even poured all your savings into helping him start his business and almost cut ties with your family for him. My mind remained a blank slate. Frowning, I pulled out my phone and dialed the only number etched deep in my memory. As soon as the call connected, I murmured, "You said you would marry me. I'm sick now. Why haven't you come to get me?" Before a voice could answer, a large hand shot out, snatched the phone violently from my grasp, and slammed it to the floor. With a sharp crack, the screen went black. Rowan's face contorted with rage, veins bulging on his forehead as he pointed a finger at me and roared, "Alicia, have you had enough of this drama? Are you trying to make me jealous by calling some random guy? My patience has limits. Get up right now. It's the launch party for the new company today, and you have to be there." With that, he reached out, trying to drag me out of the hospital bed. Seeing the raw disgust in his eyes, a strange, sharp pang twinged in my chest. Samantha rushed forward and pushed him away. "She's still hurt. She can't be discharged yet." Rowan swept a cold glance over the bandage on my forehead, his eyes devoid of any warmth. "She's playing the part well, but I don't have time for her games." Rosalie's eyes flickered, and she stepped forward with fake concern. What if she isn't faking it? Before she even finished speaking, she suddenly reached out and pulled the bandage right off my forehead. The sudden tug irritated my fresh wound, sending a sharp wave of pain through my head. Instinctively, I swung my hand and slapped her across the face. The crisp sound of the slap echoed through the room. Rosalie clutched her red cheek, tears welling up instantly. "I only wanted to check on your injury. Why did you hit me?" Seeing this, Rowan protectively grabbed Rosalie's hand. Seeing the red mark, he turned and bellowed at me, "Apologize to Rosalie!" My head felt like it was splitting open. I held my head tight, completely tuning out his shouting, but Rowan took my silence as defiance. He lunged forward and grabbed my wrist in a vice grip. His hold was so tight I gasped in pain. As I struggled, my sleeve slid up, exposing a long, jagged scar on my arm. Samantha rushed over, her eyes red with anger, and shoved him back. "Rowan, do you have a conscience? Have you forgotten who took a blade to the arm to protect you when you were kidnapped? That's how she got that scar. How can you treat her like this?"